Welcome to Techstination. Joining us is Ritika Gunnar, Vice President of Data and AI Expert Services and Learning at IBM. Thank you for joining us, Ritika.
Thank you, Fred. A pleasure to be here.
Well, this month, IBM once again honored women who are leaders in artificial intelligence. This is women from all over the world with many different backgrounds and companies. Give us a little overview of what this annual list is and why IBM puts it together.
Thank you, Fred. In a continued effort to push for equality in AI, this year IBM is showcasing over 35 women leaders in AI across a variety of industries, over 12 countries around the world, who are using AI to drive transformation, growth, and innovation across their companies. These leaders are chosen because their companies and the leaders themselves are demonstrating the power of AI to help improve business and work for their customers and their employees. This is an annual recognition program that celebrates honorees' accomplishments, but it also creates a peer network for them to learn from each other. And most importantly, it provides a set of role models for other female leaders to really see that they can have a fulfilling career in business or technology in artificial intelligence. You know, these female leaders are really conceiving, designing, and leading AI projects in business and in the technology side in their organizations.
Tell me about the gender gap.
You know, we hope to send the message that AI is an extremely important field of career for women, and that it is really needed to be able to close the gender gap. Today, women represent only a small minority in AI. An estimated 26% of AI professionals globally are female. And that's a pretty big gap. You know, when you think about men and women working in AI, both are equally interested in math and hard sciences growing up. But men working in AI are more likely to be told that they had a natural talent for math and sciences, while women were more likely to be told that they had a natural talent for humanities, social sciences, and fine arts. So by shining a light on this, we're hoping that IBM not only inspires and energizes others to adopt AI to make a true difference in their organization, but also to share that when businesses incorporate diversity into their leadership and their technology teams, they get better innovation and outcomes. And it's such a great example for young females to be able to see some of these women leaders in AI as role models and the trajectory their career had to be able to get to where they are now.
Well, tell us about some of the examples that you're highlighting here.
Well, I'll give you a couple. The first is Siemens. You know, Siemens created an AI-based human resources virtual assistant called Carl that serves as an around-the-clock single point of contact for the company's over 385,000 employees to be able to ask HR-related questions in many languages on 200-plus topics, ultimately improving employee satisfaction and decreasing repetitive tasks. You know, Carl is built on IBM Watson technologies like Watson Assistant and Watson Discovery. Another example is Best Western Hotels and Resorts. Their hospitality brand has used Watson for many years and has leveraged Watson's cognitive dialogue capabilities to target and assist different groups of travelers, such as road trippers or leisure travelers. And what we found is the Best Western Watson ad drove close to 3,000 meaningful conversations, enticing customers to spend nearly twice as much time with its brand experience than if it had used other models. In one example, travelers were 51% more likely to visit a Best Western location within a week of being exposed to Watson.
And a lot of us encounter AI every day. Probably most of us or nearly every day, but don't realize it. This is pretty important stuff that's changing our lives, probably affecting, hopefully, the research that's going into finding answers to the COVID-19 crisis.
That's true. I mean, if you think about it, AI is ubiquitous and it's everywhere, whether it's what you do from booking an airline ticket, an example from Japan Airlines I could give over the phone, or whether it's asking an AI customer service agent for help with your bank accounts. You know, especially in this world of COVID-19 with a lot of uncertainty, we've seen such a surge in requests to be able to use technologies like Watson Assistant to surface questions and to be able to disseminate information, whether it be to citizens across the world where public organizations are using it to be able to put their protocols and understandings of how to deal with COVID-19 situations, from what are the symptoms in hospitals to where to get tested for counties, states, and other government organizations, or whether it be for commercial organizations that are like banks that are using it to be able to give small business loans. There's so much uncertainty, and we want our professionals to be focused on their profession, nurses working on nursing, government officials working on the funding that's needed. And so using technologies like Watson Assistant to be able to answer questions from the most simple to the most complicated is a empowering way to be able to start using AI in your organization.
Have we seen any improvement in being able to attract more women into the field?
Well, I'd like to think so. I think examples like this and what we're doing in Women in AI are putting a light on it and are showing many that it is possible to have an extremely successful, fulfilling career in technologies like artificial intelligence.
Where can people go for more information?
Listeners can go to IBM.com for more information and take a look at our technologies in artificial intelligence, as well as our showcase of these 35 plus women in AI.
Well, congratulations on the work you're doing. Ritika Gunnar, thank you for taking the time with us. Stay healthy.
Thank you, Fred.
Now this. How many companies out there have continued to innovate when it comes to building a better radio? I'm Fred Fishkin, host of Techstination, and I'm here to tell you about the new CC Skywave SSB radio from the wonderful people at C. Crane. Bob and his crew really love radio, and it shows in this new compact model that is packed with features. Beyond great AM and FM reception and sound, you can tune into shortwave signals from around the world, listen to ham radio operators, aviation, and more. It's the radio you'll turn to every day, and in emergencies. It will run for nearly 3 days on just 2 AA batteries. Pair the sleep timer with the new Soft Speaker 3, and you've got the perfect radio for your nightstand. Of course, it can wake you up too. Click on C. Crane at Techstination.com and put in the code Techstination for a free flashlight with your order. They love radio, and you'll love C. Crane.